Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena. For those of you guys who don't know me, I am so happy you're here and I'm so happy I'm here. I am going to do a how I do my eyebrows tutorial. I haven't done one in a long time. I know I did it on 2 videos ago, I can't remember, but it was really fast. I didn't really explain what I did, but on today's video it's going to be focused on the eyebrows, and I don't know if I'm going to do eyes. Maybe no, I don't know just yet. Time will tell. All right, to start off, I will be using my NYX, what is it called, the brow glue by NYX. I really love this stuff. I'm almost running out. I use it every time I do my eyebrows. I was actually scared to use this at first because a long time ago I tried doing that soap brows. I think it's what it is, or what it was called, or what it is called, and I just didn't like it. But okay, to start off, I will be brushing the hairs on the opposite direction. Why do you want to do this? So you want to brush your hairs on the opposite direction so that they're easily manageable, so that you can manipulate the brows into whatever way you want to brush them. So let's say we didn't do this step, if I were to just brush them like that, they wouldn't stay. So by having them by brushing them on the opposite side, the brow hairs have glue, so it's gonna work out with them staying wherever you want them to stay. Now this brow is a lot more different. Do you guys have that brow that you guys like more than the other one? It is also the brow that gives me the most trouble. So I really have to play with this one. Like, we did this one in seconds, but then this one, it takes longer. And you know why? When I was like in my teens, early teens, my mom actually plucked my eyebrows and it just never grew back. And so I have like a bald spot on this corner right here. And yeah, it just never grew back, so now I have to work with what I have. I was so scared to use this product at first. Like, I would only use a little bit. I actually do my own eyebrows, so I don't get them threaded. I pluck them out myself, and that's also because one time I let my brows, I think it was for prom, I let my brows grow, right? It took forever. I just remember that. And I went to go get them threaded. I was really happy. I told them not to, just to thread the excess amount of hairs. They didn't. They left my eyebrows so thin. I was upset because all the time I took to grow them out for nothing. But yeah, I learned how to do my eyebrows and it was not easy. I have another story I want to share. So when I was really learning how to do my eyebrows, I was using these little razors and I was plucking out the, let's say, well, it was this one. I was plucking out my left eyebrow and I was going like this, and out of nowhere I just cut a chunk on this side. Lord Jesus. I would do my makeup every day, and so people weren't really like able to tell, and eventually they did grow out, thank God. But yeah, okay, so we let them dry out. Now while they're drying out, I grab a Q-tip, and I like it, yes I do, and then I just go over the very top and remove all that excess glue. Sometimes I do skip this step because you think that there's no glue there, right? But no, once you apply your foundation, you're gonna see that streak and it won't be easy to remove. So just make sure you don't miss this stuff. I also do the bottom. After this step, I like to take my brow pencil, and I do like to use pencils instead of pomades or like pens. I like pencils. So I take my pencil. This is the one from Tres Luces Beauty Hello Brows in the shade dark brown. And like I've mentioned, I do usually use the NYX micro brow pencil in the shade Espresso, but I ran out. I haven't gone to Ulta. That's usually where I buy them. But okay, so this one does have two ends. This one's a little thicker, and then this one is thinner. I go in with this one, this pencil looking side. And I like to first underline my brow. Just make a soft line. And if it's too harsh, then I go in with a spoolie and I just brush it upwards. And it gives a little bit of color, and then I also shade in whatever or wherever I don't have too many hairs, and that's all I do. Super easy, simple, and fast. Now this brow, like I mentioned, gives me more trouble, so I do have to play around with this one a little more, but I do underline it. It's harsh, so then I like to go in and just brush it out, and I just keep brushing it and going back in wherever I feel like it needs to be darker. Taking a flat brush, this is from Bella Cosmetics, it's called RG222, and I just go on the top and just make sure to clean anything. A lot of people also go in with concealer or foundation and clean the top, but I don't like to do that because it gives a really harsh look to the brows. Maybe not to others, but to my brows, yeah. Now to clean it up, I use concealer, of course. I use the Frankie Rose Our Little Secret Concealer, and this is in the shade Neutral. Super full coverage. I love it, and it's lightweight. Before going in with any of the makeup products, make sure you moisturize your face. I love using this one from CeraVe. It's the PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. It does say PM, but my dermatologist told me I could use it for AM during the day as well. So I go in and just make sure my eyelids are nice and moisturized. If they're not, and you go in with foundation or any type of like makeup products, it's gonna look patchy. Skin is gonna look patchy, and we don't want that. So make sure you moisturize your skin, you prep it before the makeup. And I totally forgot, but I'm gonna use this YSL Candy Glaze chapstick lip gloss to hydrate my lips. They're so dry, so dry. And I tap it. I take my concealer and I just grab a little bit. I don't use a lot. Like I've mentioned on past videos, I do like the softer look now. I don't know, times change. You're not into the things that you were once into. So I pretty much just clean it, underline it. I go in on the bottom and just underline it. And I drag the rest of the product downwards to my lid. And that is how I do my eyebrows. I hope you guys learned something. Try it. If you do, comment down below if you liked using the products that I showed. And yeah, Now I'm going to do the rest of my face. I will be using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer before the foundation. Using, of course, my favorite foundation, Frankie Rose in the shade Bear. I will be applying it. How do I apply it? Alright, using the Precision Contour brush from Moda Brushes. I'm going to be applying it. I'm gonna use the Pinky Rose Cosmetics. This palette is the Extreme Cream Contour palette in the light to medium #1. They do have 3 shades plus a color corrector palette. So as you can see, this is the one that I use, and then for blush I use this one. Don't let this color intimidate you. It did intimidate me for a little while until I was like, all right, let's try it. And I loved it. I'm gonna take this Morphe brush E20 and I'm gonna pick some up. A little goes a long way, so just a little. And I just stamp it onto my face. I'm gonna take the Makeup Shack T42 brush, just grab a little and then apply it on the apples of my cheeks and then kind of blend it into the bronzer. Cute, isn't it? And this blush, just make sure you grab a little bit because it's super pigmented. So if you don't know where to apply your blush, I always tell people to smile and then just apply it on the apples of the cheeks and just blend it upwards. I'm gonna use a Smashbox Super Fanned Out Mascara. So, I mean, if you did not already know, my lashes are really small. But if I don't add mascara, the falsies are just gonna look extra false. I love the mascaras that have this kind of spoolie versus the very thick ones because I have little tiny thin lashes, and if I use the other brush, the other wand or spoolie, it's just, I'm gonna get it all over my eyelid. My lashes are too thin for that. I'm gonna be using these lashes. These are from Visible Lashes in the style Hope. And this is how they look. They are used, but we're gonna reuse them. And like I've mentioned before, I use the Kiss Lash Glue. Just completes the look, man. I totally forgot this step. I am going to take some of the concealer and put it under my eyes. I'm going to be adding some blush. This is from ColourPop called Swirled Pressed Powder Blush. This shade, I used it for so long, non-stop. I forgot the lids. Oh my gosh. For lipstick, I'm gonna use Merit. This is in the shade 1990. And I love that this hydrates your lips. And this completes the look, the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will be mentioning everything down below, but if you have any questions, make sure to comment, and until next week.